The government. Well, now we're going to go to my pyramid scheme. And some of the really old timers who are in nursing homes that are about 100 years old, and there are a few, some are even 108, 110 years old, will know what I am talking about. What happened? The pyramid. To family. Family has disappeared. In America, we have disappeared. What happened to the community home? We push our children out at 18. Get out, we say. You have grown. You're gone. Oh, you're going to college. Well, yeah, you can take up the room. But I want you to have a part-time job. I do not want you to stay here. I want you to go. You have to have a part-time job. You have to help out. I do admit, and I do, that it is expensive in America to live. But to boost out your own because it is expensive and not care if they live or die at times is harsh. You'll see that mostly in middle class to lower income America. Well, actually, you'll see it even in upper middle class to rich America because that is the way we've been taught to push our children out of the nest. America, we're not birds. We're just not. We're also not marmots, and we're not groundhogs, nor ferrets, nor mice. Though sometimes I wonder. The pyramid system is very simple. You get old, your children take care of you, and onward it goes. The churches kick in if there's a problem, lack of food, lack of medical care. Doctors take the Hippocratic Oath, and they actually do doctoring. Surgeons come forward. They are no richer than anybody else. The pyramid is everybody takes care of everybody. Now, in a perfect world, yeah, that would happen. But in this case, it should happen. When America first started, that is exactly the way it was. It's not that we're entitled to medical care. It's just that they had medical care. Nobody said no to anybody. It just was. There were midwives. Midwives brought in babies. And if there was a difficulty, the town doctor came in. And sometimes there wasn't a town doctor. The mortality rate of babies was high. Well, guess what, folks? It's still high in America. It's the highest anywhere in the world, other than the third world countries. China kills their baby girls. I keep on forgetting. Or actually, I think they're spraying their baby girls now because their ratio of males to females have kind of gone awkward and quizzy-wizzy. And that's a whole other story and barbaric. So, what is it about us that we cannot take care of ourselves, that we cannot farm, that we cannot take care of ourselves, and we depend on a government? What is with us? My hands are dirty. What have I been doing? I've been working out in my yard. Why is it we cannot plan and start canning again? Are we allergic to that? Why do we have a welfare system? We shouldn't have one. We should have people taking care of people and not calling our elderly a burden. Why is one person taking care of an elderly person and not a group of people? Why are not our churches kicking in more? Not our government, our churches. Now I know we say that there's a separation of church and state. No, there's not. There never has been. I can tell you stories. And I know a lot of you seculars will say, but that's what we're fighting for. You're not fighting for shit. I've been saying that from the beginning. You're just causing a lot of this. There's never been a division of church and state. Now, you know what? There won't be. There can't be. If you want people helped, you're going to have to get rid of the welfare system. You're going to have church work with state, because that's the only time you're going to get cooperation is if you bring back the family. Right now in America, there are families torn apart because we have taken away mother from home and father from home. We have decided to make it okay for people to be a part. We've made it a decision to make everybody a burden and give them to somebody else to take care of. It is not okay. We should take care of our own. It is not okay to have welfare. When somebody needs money, it should be a community project to take care of that person. A community. Would you let your neighbors starve to death? Now, I know some people that would. Shame on them. As I say, karma on them. But the whole community, are they going to let them starve? I wouldn't. That's where I and my belief system comes in. And I know you're saying, well, don't push your belief system on me. Saving food is a belief system on you. It has nothing to do with Christianity. It has to do with common sense. So I ask myself, my pyramid system. You build a house big enough for generational homes. You don't build cardboard houses made of plastic. You build homes to last. I know some people, I can't mention their names, but they're over in Squam, and he is the best carpenter I have ever met. He built his home to last. I'd cry when I first saw him because he built it for his children's children and children. And one time I said to this person, his wife said, don't tell him too much, he's going to get a big head. I admire his art, and I admire the architecture that he put into it, and he never wasted a piece. He brought his land, he cleared his land, he used every tree to make his house, to make the furniture in that house. I think he even used the damn leaves. I'm not even exaggerating, but he's the best builder I've ever met. The best. And there's only one other I know of like him, and he lives in Falls City. Many people could learn from these people because they take care of their own. We need to take care of our own and stop calling people a burden. Remove government. Remove it and stop it. So the government doesn't do this again, because you know what? They're going to shut down. And when they do, what do we do as people? What do we do with our disabled? We're going to let them die? We're going to just let them starve? They're going to go homeless? What are we doing? We shouldn't have this anymore. America, take back us. Please. Let our builders be our architects, and let it take back our communities and take back us. Because this is really a moral issue now for us. We're letting people in a big White House tell us what to do. We're letting Ron Paul, people like him, be really emotionally whack. Why can't we think for ourselves and look around? Get rid of the whacks and look around in your own communities. This is nuts. Think. Just think. Okay? Pyramid, guys. What did they do 100 years ago? They had a group. It can still happen now. This is just nuts.